Everybody, I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, then please do. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you about my Harry Styles concert experience, and I'm also going to be showing the merch that I got. Before I start talking about the concert, I want to mention some things. And the first thing I want to mention is that I'm going to be looking at pictures and videos from this phone. So if you see me looking down, that is why. The second thing is that my voice might sound a bit different than I normally sound. That's because I'm very tired, and also I want to apologise if I'm not as organised as I am in other videos. The reason why I'm not going to be probably as organised is because I wasn't planning to film this video today. I was planning to film another one, but because I'm tired, I decided to do this one instead, because that video would probably be a more longer video. So that's why I decided to do this one. So I apologise if I'm a bit all over the place today, because normally I do plan out these videos. I know what to say, and so I make sure that I say everything that needs to be said. So the thing I'm going to talk about is my day. So during my day, I was mostly home. So I went to see Harry Styles recently for his concert. So I saw him in Wembley. I saw him with my friend and her sister. For the beginning of the day, I was home. I was going to go out, but because the show was earlier because the doors opened 4 o'clock, I decided I won't go out, I'll just stay home. So I was mostly home. I chilled and watched TV. And then around 3 something, my friend's mum came to pick me up, because the plan was she was going to leave 2:30, but because my friend said that she's not that into the opening act, she decided to leave a bit later, and plus it would also give her sister time to get ready. So we saw Harry Styles on the 19th of June 2022. At the time that she booked the tickets, I didn't know it was Father's Day. It's not until more closer to the time that I knew it was Father's Day, but I was still able to give my dad his presents before I went to the concert, because we opened the presents around 12-ish, because my dad didn't go out and my mum didn't go out, so we were all home. And we FaceTimed my younger sister because she didn't come, but she said that she will come for my dad's birthday instead. When I was opening the presents with my dad said to me that I should take pictures of where my friend's mum dropped us, because I'm going there again to see Ed Sheeran very soon. So he wanted to know where he could drop us. So I took pictures. This is where she dropped us, because she dropped us there. So she dropped us there, and then we walked down a bit. This is where we walked down, so that's the road. And then we followed the signs, and I asked my friend which colour zone we was, and she said we're green. So we had to walk very long, so we finally got there, and we passed merch lines. So this is one that we passed. This is another one. There was another one that was longer. There was a longer merch line that was longer. There was a merch line that was way longer than these ones that I just showed, but we decided that we would go inside to the merch instead of waiting outside. So there was also people waiting to go to the toilet. So there was those porta potty ones. So this is where we entered. So this is the picture that I took. So I'm going to zoom in because I don't know if you're able to see it, But what you have to do is that you go in, you have to put your ticket like this. So when you put your ticket, it will show up green, and then you can push the doors. So it's kind of like the ones you have in the airports. You can zoom in, but that picture there is what you have to do. So it's showing that you show your ticket. For this concert, we had to have a printout one. It wasn't like the ones that you can put on your phone and then they just scan it. It was, you had to print it out, because my friend said to me that she had to print it out, but her printer wasn't working, so she asked me to print it out. So that's what I did. I printed it out, and she said to me, oh, reminder, make sure you bring the ticket. And I said to her, it's in my bag. That's the first thing that I printed out because I didn't want to forget it. That's the first thing I put in my bag because I didn't want to forget it. Inside, I went to the toilet, and my friend and her sister went to this slushie it was like an alcoholic slushie. And then after that, we went to the merch line. So this is the queue of the merch line. So this is when we're more closer. I'm going to show the things that I got. So, okay. Before I show the things that I got, I want to tell you about something. When we were walking, there was this guy, and he said to me that this bag was too big, because I bought this bag because when I've been to concerts, a lot of the times they don't have bags, so I end up holding the merch. And if they do have bags, it's only merch ones, and normally they're around £30 just to get a merch bag. So I said, let me bring my own. But at the time that he said to me it was too much stuff, it had stuff in it. So it had my flags that I was planning to wear like during the songs. So it had started in this bag. So he said to me that, oh, you have to shorten it, it's too big. So I started panicking. So I started panicking. So I was like, oh, but I was saying to myself, it's not big, because I saw a person in the queue, she had a bag like this one. So I started panicking a bit. So thinking, oh, but it's not even big, because lately I must have put, there was kind of like a table thing, and I put my bag down because I was getting my ticket out, because basically I had my small red bag in here. So I had my small red bag in here, I had the flags in here, so I was taking out my bag so I could get the ticket out. So when he saw my bag, that's when he said to me, oh, the bag's too big. But I don't think it's that the bag was too big, it just looked big because it had stuff in it, but this bag is not even big. So now I'm going to show the stuff that I got. The first one is this bag. So it says Love on Tour 2022. So this is the front and it's the back. This is the next thing I got, which is a shirt. It says Harry's House on it. So this is the front and that's the back. And the last thing I got is this one. It says Love on Tour. So that's the front. And then that's the back, which has the songs from the album. So these three things was around £85. So I have a story time. So basically, I put my card in, and then it kept on saying that the pen was wrong. So I tried it again, and then it was still saying the pen was wrong, and it was saying like, this is the last attempt. And then the guy said to me that I should scan it instead. So basically doing like, it's like when you put your card and you do that, and then it worked. And I was very confused because I'm pretty sure the limit is like 45. So I was saying, why would it work? Because that's why I put it in. That's why I slided it in. That's why I put it in, because I knew that it was over the touch limit. So I was like, wait, what? I was very confused because I was like, I know the pin is right because I used the pin recently. So I know the pin is right, but when the pin said it was wrong, I was questioning myself a bit. So that's the second time that I started getting a bit of anxiety, because I'm like, what? Why is the pin not working? Because the thing with Wembley, a lot of the places only accept card. I had cash on me just in case, but I knew that the person was just going to say card only. So I was getting worried that I wouldn't be able to buy what I wanted, which gave me anxiety. Luckily, I was able to buy the things that I wanted. So I'm gonna show the. Okay, so this is the merch stand. As you might be able to see, this one, this is a hoodie that I liked. I didn't get it on the day because it is a lot of money and I didn't want to use a lot of money on my card. So that's why I didn't end up getting that one. That's why I just got the 2 t-shirts and the bag. Okay. With the Harry's House one, that one is extra large and the other one is a large. And because the guy said to me that he just had a large, so he showed it to me and I said that I should be able, that it looked big. Even though it was a large, it still looked big. And I didn't want any of the hoodies apart from that one. Like there's a grey one here as well, which looked nice, but I didn't want to spend that much money on a hoodie. So I said, so my plan is to get this one online, but the other one, I don't plan to get it. Did that, and then we walked. Then after that, we went to get food, and I ended up getting a cheeseburger and chips and a drink, which was a Fanta. And the lady said to me, oh, just to let you know, I would have to remove the lid. And I said, that's fine. And she got the food and it was really good. I only ate some of the burger and I ate most of the chips because the reason why I didn't eat all of the food is because I didn't want to go to the toilet, because I didn't want to have to get up and go to the toilet, so that's why I only ate most of it. But the burger was really nice. In my opinion, I preferred the food in the Harry's House concert more than when I went to the Amory one. The Amory one, I didn't really like it that much. We got there, at first my friend brought us to the one section, because I was saying to her, oh, this is the wrong section, but she must have not heard me because we went up and then she was like, oh, she was looking for the seats and she couldn't find it. So I went to one of the security guards people and said to him, oh, do you know where this ticket is? Because I showed him the ticket and my friend showed him the ticket and she was like, oh, this is the wrong section. So we had to go down about 10 sections or 11 sections. So, and I was saying to my friend, I was saying to my friend's sister, I said to her that it was the wrong section, but she must have not heard me when I said it. So finally we got to our sections. We were the top level of that section, and we had to go down a bit. So we were around 10 or 12 seats down. So we sat down, everything was fine, and then after they were playing songs, which was really good. They ended up playing Best Song Ever by One Direction, and me and my friend was doing the dance. It was really funny. And I was saying to my friend, oh, I went on Google and I looked at the set list. And the reason why you're probably thinking, oh, why would you look at the set list? Isn't that ruining it for you? And no, it doesn't. It actually gets me prepared to know when I have to like take out my flags for treat people with kindness and stuff like that. And plus it gives us an estimated time on when to tell my friend's mum to pick us up. This was the encore. The encore songs was Sign of the Times, As It Was, Watermelon Sugar, and Kiwi. So the order was Sign of the Times, Watermelon Sugar, As It Was, and then Kiwi was the last one. It turned out it was the right, because he did it in every order. So if you're wondering, oh, is this correct? It's correct. Now I'm going to show a video of the opening act. I don't remember her name, but if I remember her name, I'll put it on the screen now. But, okay. So my friend's sister knows who she is. I don't know who she is. I think I've heard one song from her, but I'm just going to play this video. You can see from the video, we had a really good view from where we were sitting, and there's people that were dancing to the song. So these are two other girls that was about 3 rows in front of us that was dancing. It was really funny actually. It was really funny because they were like dancing in sync. And I was saying to my friend that I couldn't do that. If I knew that people were behind me, I wouldn't be able to dance like that. Unless I was like really in a vibe and mood, then I wouldn't be able to do that. I would be really scared. Like I'm not really, I don't really like dancing in front of people. That's how I am. These are some lights that were in the sky, and this is the middle part of the Wembley. So it was Wembley Stadium that we went to. When we went to Anne-Marie, we went to the arena one, and in this one, it was the stadium. So Harry came on stage around 8:30. So before he came on stage, Daylight was playing, but it wasn't the song Daylight. It was the instrumentals of Daylight. So that came on, and then he came on, and then he played music with Sushi Restaurant. It was a really good concert. During the concert, there was times that he would stop and say, "Oh, how's everybody doing? Are we having a fun time?" He would say how much how much it meant that we were coming to see him. Like, let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to find it. There was a time when this a person. There was a time when the audience helped this guy. There was a time when the audience helped this guy come out, and it was really funny because the way that how he was holding the flag, he's like, "Oh, when I put the flag over my head, that means you are officially out." So he kept on going like this, and then waving it, and then after a while, he finally put it over his head, and then he's like, "You are officially out." So when Harry put up the sign, I thought it was a proposal because I've seen concerts when people propose, and I was even saying to my friend when we were either in the queue or we were in the car, imagine if somebody proposed, like that would be so cool if somebody proposed at the concert. Okay. I'm gonna try and see if I can find one of the times that Harry was saying thank you. Because I have so many videos, so give me a second. Oh gosh, I got so many videos, guys. Sorry, I am so not prepared today. Okay, here we go. Okay. So that was him saying, oh, sorry. That was him. So that was him saying thank you, and saying how we've been brilliant, and that's a bit of that. That was a bit of love of my life as well. So for the people that like that song, there you go. That's a bit of love of my life. And as you saw in the video, or as you should be able to see in the video, he was doing this. He was doing that a lot. Like when he was running up and down, he kept on kissing, blowing kisses, saying I love you, thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, I would just be a person running around on the stage. Like you can see that he hasn't made fame get to his head. I can't say that the same thing about other people, but you can see he hasn't, because he was saying that I came here for X Factor years ago, and now I'm selling out. Now I'm in a stadium full of all these people, so you can tell how much he was appreciated, and he was just being goofy. He was being himself. He was telling us to be himself, be who you are. Do you know who you are? All of these things. It was really good, and this was my favorite. This was my first time seeing Howie as a solo artist, so it was very overwhelming. My friend got overwhelmed. She was crying like in the first song, because I can tell like when I was saying to her, oh wow, you're crying already, I wasn't seeing it in a bad way. I was just like shocked, but I can see why she was crying, because the thing is that she's been wanting to go to see Harry from his Thailand tour, but at that time it was very hard to see him because the tickets sold out like that. So the fact that she was actually there, it didn't feel real. It felt like a dream, and even to me, it felt like a dream. Like, because I remember I've been a fan. I remember seeing him from One Direction, and now seeing him how far he's gone, it really is mind blowing. It's really mind blowing, and even he said there was a time when he's like, oh, if you've been here from the first album, second album, it doesn't matter. I appreciate you. I love you. Like, he's a really good, I don't know, I love him a lot. He's a really great person, and he has a really great personality, and yeah, it was a really great experience, and I miss it a lot, and I know my friend misses it a lot. And the fact that my TikTok is just mostly clips from the tour makes me even happier, because it makes me see that people were smiling, and the fact that some of my favorite TikTokers was even there, and the fact that even Niall Horan was there, and Millie Bobby Brown was there, and Noah was there. And if you're thinking who's Noah's the person who plays Will in Strange Things. And plus I heard that 2 of the cast from the Heartstopper, which I love that show, was there as well, which it's so much. It's so much, and everybody was having a fun time. My favorite song was definitely Treat People with Kindness. I also love Boyfriend. Boyfriend's got me crying, and Matilda got my friend crying. I was emotional during Matilda as well, but when it was Boyfriends, I felt the emotions, because Boyfriends is such an underrated song, and his vocals when he sings Boyfriend, oh, beautiful. And again, and his vocals when he plays Boyfriends, and it started raining and my friend did tell me it was going to rain, so I bought my umbrella just in case, because I knew it was going to rain. And even he was like, oh, I hope you guys don't mind the rain. And I was like, oh, it's London, we're used to rain by now. But when he was singing The Sign of the Times and it started raining, the rain made it even better. And oh my gosh, the vocals in Sign of the Times, I'm just fangirling now. Thinking about it just making me fangirl. But, so this is my flag. This is one of the flags that I bought. And this is another one. It says treat people with kindness on it. And then this is my personal favourite one, because this is my personal favourite one. This is the bisexual flag. So when he so when he was singing Treat People with Kindness, I was holding the bisexual flag and my friend had the Treat People with Kindness flag on it. So you're probably wondering, what about your friend's sister? I didn't ask her because I knew she wasn't dancing. At this time she was mostly sitting because she was in a bit of pain. So I didn't ask her if she wanted to hold the flag, but I would have asked her. But yeah, so I was holding it up, and there was these girls that were next to us, and we were all having energy. We were all having a good energy. And I was saying to my friend, even when we were sitting, this is before Harry even came on, I was saying to my friend, oh, let's put the flags on because we need to be more in the spirit, because there was people that had, like, I don't even know what they're called, but they had the things around their necks, the feathers, and we didn't have any, and there was people wearing hats. They looked like they were going to a hen party, but I think they got it from outside. I'm not completely sure, but I was like, oh, we need to get more in the spirit. I mean, good vibes, it's just good vibes, no bad vibes. The fact that there were people that they were strangers, we don't know who they are, but Harry brought them together. People were dancing together, like we were dancing together like we've known each other for years, and we just met on the day. That's how crazy this experience was. And this is not just for Harry, this is for any concert, which is why I love concerts so much. Yes, vinyls are good. Yes, listening to music at home is good, but nothing would beat a concert for me. Vinyls, I love vinyls. Vinyls are my favourite, but concerts is where it's at, because when you go to a concert, it's like you're a family. You can be yourself. Nobody's gonna judge you because they're doing the same exact thing. So this is all. This is one of my favorite moments that I'm going. Okay. This is one of my favorite moments that happened during the concert that sadly I didn't get to film, because when it happened randomly, and plus I was really in like a vibrant mood, so I said, I'm not going to film this one, I'm just going to be in the moment. Vocals. My favorite part's coming. When he's like, oh yeah, and then I was like this, I was like, oh yeah, I was gone, and I'm glad I'm not the only one, because everybody was like, I was trying so hard to hit that vocals, but I did the best I could. But okay, so the concert was really good. I had fun. We finished early because on the there's this article that I found, and it said it was going to finish approximately 10:15, but we finished before 10. So we left, we walked, and we went to the place where my friend's mum dropped us, but she was in traffic, so we had to walk a bit more down to get in the car. But now I'm going to show some other merch that I got, because when we came out, there was these people selling t-shirts and posters, and I wasn't going to get it because what I thought was that we were just going to go straight in the car. But because she took a while to get there, I said, you know what, I'm going to buy it. And the guy said that he accepted cash and card, which made it better because I didn't want to spend any more on my card. So I ended up getting this t-shirt. That's the front, and that's the back. So this was around £15 because I gave a £20 note, so it was 15. And there was this girl that was there, and the person took the 5 from her and gave it to me. And then this is a lanyard, so this is the front, and that's the back. And then this is the last thing I got, which I actually didn't want because I'm going to say a story time. So basically on the floor he had one facing this way and one facing that way. So I thought they were 2 different lanyards, but then I realised that it was the same thing because I said to the guy I want one of each. So he gave me the poster and this, but then I was like, you know what, I'll just take it because it was a nice poster. So this is the poster. And I actually stand up. So the reason why I didn't want the poster is because I don't have any space for it in my room because I have loads of shelves, so I don't have any space to put it. But I'm thinking of giving it away, so that's why I said I'll just take it. So we stood there for a little bit more, and then we walked to my mum's friend because she kept on saying there's traffic. So we walked a bit down and we listened to some music in the car. We listened to Sour. When I got in the car, Sour was playing, and then we listened to Youngblood, and we listened to a bit of Calm, and then she dropped me home. I had a shower, I had something to eat, and then I went to bed because it was late. It was really late when I got home. So yeah, that was the day. It was a really good concert. If you haven't been to Harry Styles concert, please go. Even if you're not a big fan of his music, you will have a fun time. Trust me, you would have a fun time. And there was a birthday. We said happy birthday to one of I think it was the guitarist, and his dad was there, so he said happy birthday to his dad. And the fact that Niall was there, when we were in the car, that's when my friend's sister was telling us that Niall was there because people were putting videos on Twitter, and I was like, oh my gosh, Niall Horan was in the same place as us. Like, wow. Wow, it just made me so happy because now, apart from Harry, Niall is my favourite solo from the boys. So Niall and Harry are my 2 favourite. Like, Heartbreak Weather is my favourite solo album. I like Fine Line as well, but Heartbreak Weather is my favourite album from the boys solo artist. So I really want to see Niall Horan as well. And so yeah, that's all the things that I got. If I've forgotten anything, then I am sorry, but it was a really good day, and I'm very excited for the Ed Sheeran one that's going to be soon, so keep an eye out for when I do that video. As I said earlier, I'm planning to get the jumper that I didn't get on the day, so when that comes, I should be doing a video showing that, or I might show it in my Ed one, or if not, I'll probably put it on Instagram, knowing me. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out when I post. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.